I'm Stone Cold Melton, and this is my Main Street Fiction. I tell you all where it ends. Been asking for 7 years for that first World Trade Center Flight 93 check. Over 7. Check and post in 5. That's how long it takes for you to protect America. You to be a part of real documentation, doing the job reporters aren't doing, of the hijacking of America's lifeline. 424-229-4140. Do a World Trade Center Flight 93 check from all military bases. You protect America, that's part of it. Check and post in 5. That's what that YouTube icon's for. Check and post in 5. Tell your friends, tell your family, call in front of the mayor, governor, reporters, network news anchors, local, state, and federal officials, and politicians running for presidency on down to dog catcher. Call up the graphic artist here. Call up the guy with the stigmata eyes. I'm John Milton Brady, son of a carpenter and Mary Melton. Call me up right now with that phone. Get your neighbor's phone, your co-worker's phone, that fellow soldier's phone, that fellow American's phone, to make a video with their phone of your phone being hijacked. Call from those military bases to demonstrate hijacking of their phones there. Do the job reporters aren't doing in 5 minutes and post to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, whatever else they got. Anywhere on the internet, post the numbers. My bank robbers in this next parable cannot hijack. And I'm going to call these bank robbers in this next, this fictional stuff I'm going to give you. I'll give you the fact part, do that. Check and post in 5. Barky and Botus are 2 Chinese bank robbers. And they've done a lot of jobs, robbed a lot of banks. They get away with it because they got some armor on, head to toe. It's called the street. They say, oh, we're part of the street. That's it. You can't do anything about us. Barky and Botus. And it's not, if you know some of my other parables, it's not just about the lame duck eunuch administration. The one that's given the world the finger. Placing someone named Hussein. A lot of experts of that neck of the woods will tell you they don't call him Hussein unless they're Muslim. They tried to backtrack from that. Oh man, first part of that, first year, huh? Reaching out to those who harbor terrorists worldwide. Someone who's not even an American. From Africa. Google it. With a name like one of those on the rolls of 9/11. You know 9/11, that's when all those Husseins, those Abduls, those Osamas and those Obamas, all those folks with those funny names got on those planes for religious censorship and did a lot of good carpentry work in New York. Make a Semper Fi video right now from all those military bases. Check and post in 5. And yeah, California Assisted Living waiver folks can reach me by phone. So can the city of Santa Monica. They employed me from 2007 to 2014 when these stigmata wounds, common sins of mankind wounds, put me in the hospital, put me in this wheelchair. They can reach me by phone, Lori and Brady Bond. Samuel Lynn Bond of Louisiana. My sister and brother-in-law can reach me by phone. They call every, Christmas, Easter, that kind of thing, to taunt about my hijacked livelihood. You can't reach me, you can't reach a customer. All of you out there, you don't know how many other customers you can't reach. You can't reach a graphic artist who can drive customers into your door with what I designed for you. It's not about that. Well, it is about that, but it's much more important, the hijacking of America's lifelines. To the firemen, the police, paramedics, your families, your employees, lifelines. Check and post in 5 to demonstrate that. Always what I get back to. You don't like my stuff about Barack Hussein? Oh, they never use that name, do they? Hussein, Barack. You don't like my political stuff, my real stuff about Barack Hussein Obama, those, Barkeen Botus in this fun little parable, giving the world the finger, seeing how obvious they can be. You don't like that? Check and post and 5. That's what that YouTube icon's for. It's for you to be the reporter. They're not doing their jobs. Call me in front of the reporters. Network news anchors, local news anchors, not doing their job. Say, when else will my phone not be allowed to work? Like when my family needs a fireman, police, paramedics. Why aren't you covering that? How can we trust anything you've given us in the past, you're giving us today as you place someone new in the highest office in the land? This year, 2016. How can we trust what you're going to give us in the future when you can't cover something everyone can cover with their phone? That's where all that ends. Document that today. All soldiers, all military bases. Check and post in the 5 right now. Call John Milton Brady, me. Make a video of America's hijacked lifelines from that military base. Do your job. You protect America. You're doing a great job. Thumbs up. This is part of it. Make that video right now. Tell your friends and family, call back home. Now back to my fun stuff. The streets, the unseen business, that's what you don't see on the news. Yeah, like the blatant censorship of America's lifelines. You can just call it corruption. The streets, the unseen business, you can just call it that. Whatever you want to call it. Yeah, pick up that phone, check and post in 5. That's real stuff. That's you not knowing whether you believe in what I call the streets, corruption, or you don't even think it exists. You don't think the streets, the unseen business exists, whatever you want to call that, that can be that obvious. Been asking for certified letters as well as videos of your hijacked calls for over 7 years. Haven't gotten one. Non-certified letters as well. I'm in between because of that. It's been a year that I have at the Burlington Convalescent Hospital not getting anything. Through the hospital's number for John Milton Brady, posting to YouTube and that kind of thing. Yeah, that's just one man. That's why I tell you check and post. And numbers too high for these folks hiding in the shadows. Be nice as can be. I call them lorries. Innocent sounding name. Can be nice as can be. But yeah, it doesn't take much to expose the true nature. Pick up that phone in front of the city of Santa Monica officials, in front of the California Assisted Living Waiver folks, in front of, my sister and brother-in-law. Call me up and say, how does your phone work with that managed censorship that is threatening America? When my family's lifelines or the firemen, police, paramedics is not allowed to work. How does your phone work? Get their reactions for that that simplified DVD, but yeah, do check and post in 5 minutes. That's all it takes. Make a video with your phone of America being hijacked. Post it. And yeah, back to my story. The military and streets of cops of the streets, the military and cops of the streets. That unseen business I talk about. And yeah, that all that stuff disappears. You pick up that phone, call me up and can't reach me. That's fact, guys. They don't know what to do with Barkeen Botus because of this. It's like a wave of gnats, mosquitoes, robbing banks. Well, that's what you see when you come to see John Milton Brady. You use the icebreaker. They're making lots of examples in Stone Cold's Mean Street Fiction of those folks. I talk about the California Walk of Shame. We're getting a lot. Oh, I can feel it. A lot of good folks in places that were bad folks. Lori's hiding among the wrong people. Yeah, if you come out here or come from here, from all those college campuses to be a part of building the Christ complex, Jesus' house here, and you've met someone hiding behind authority or of the streets or anything you want to call it, of anywhere. Introducing you to a little impersonator of yours truly, and yeah, I'll tell you the simple concept. You call me from that military base, can't reach me, you're going to make that simplified video with your phone, post, check and post in 5, you're going to find folks in your own circles bullshitting you. well as the college circles, as well as the cop circles, as well as any good circles of the community of the world. You're going to find folks bullshitting. A simple concept. You see someone other than me, am I changing eyes? On this censored voter registration links DVD, Obama can't have everybody vote. That's why you can't reach voter registration link to my imagery of truth at vote-truth.blogspot.com. Till you see someone other than me, my changing eyes here with the Abigail and Morris cap there. We haven't started. You got folks in your own circles bullshit. Now today I saw after months of dragging their feet, Libertana of Sherman Oaks, and yeah, the California Assisted Living waiver folks, being obvious as anything. Tell me I got a nice place in Lancaster or a studio apartment where I can cook, eat. Where they sent me, Libertana, California Assisted Living waiver folks sent me here. This the veranda I can't eat. I had breakfast, oatmeal, eggs, and then I have to roll down. It's too spicy for me. Food is important to me. I lost 60 to 80 pounds when I went to the hospital. The last set of these stigmata wounds, these whatever you want to call them, I lost 60 to 80 pounds. Let me see if I can find them real quick. I got a couple minutes. I lost 60 to 80 pounds. Food, I've done that before with these wounds. Food isn't very important to me, and these interactive things, yeah, in my parable here, Forky and Bodas, with that arm around called the streets, the unseen business, I had to roll up from Burlington Convalescent Hospital around the block for lunch and dinner, get my burger there for the first 8 months until they changed and had an alternative menu. And they don't have grilled cheese as alternative menu here, Vista Veranda. So is ham and cheese, and I had I think 2 good ham sandwiches, very thin, very small ham sandwiches, and then they gave me one that literally turned my stomach. Being obvious as anything here, and this today, Libertana of Sherman Oaks calling up to say, well, I moved you to Vista Veranda, and I had the California Assisted Living waiver folks, California people, come out to talk to you there and tell you everything's all right. We're going to studio apartment in Lancaster, and they just told me that state canceled it. They're being obvious as anything, and this is what I talked about in this fictional parable about those bank robbers who have that armor on, and some smart cops, military. They see the bullshit. They see me telling you every day. Until you see this, there's going to be a lot of mean stuff in that fiction going on. And until you see someone other than me, my changing eyes right here, we're not starting building Jesus' house here. We're not starting that positive change. Bank robbers are continuing. The net effect around the one and only, the mosquito effect. These entrepreneurial, these folks want to be a part of building a better world for their family. And that means fictional business. Yeah, they break into, they go to a local store. Well, they don't break in. They go to the local store and purchase what their weapons are ineffectual with. That armor, called the streets, they get something that'll work. And you go in with about the knee there, and you don't just let them bleed out. We need them for decades, century plus of whisper death pain. These eyes growing anew, guys. That's the best health care plan around. It's what they have waiting for them, and that mean street fiction. And yeah, and back in the real stuff, it's medical research being passed by with all that corruption. We got sides of beef besides Barkey and Bodis's parents pay back stuff. We got sides of beef planning to place the next one in office. Come see me. You see someone other than me, my changing eyes right here, the bank robbing of the streets. We don't have to put up with. We got the people's resources to build Jesus' house. Let's get started today. You see someone other than me, my changing eyes right here, we started. Come see me in person. Do that.